I think the best way to start is maybe to talk where a little bit industry is going and where we believe the next narrative is in how to basically use all the AI tools we have today and where they might take us tomorrow. I'm with Cytonic. My name is Dino. I'm the CBO of Cytonic, and we believe the next idea of blockchain is also to create one for the creators themselves. We believe the creators are one of the most important part of today's market and today's industry. And maybe let's a little bit dive deeper on that topic later on. But today, where is Cytonic today? Or maybe the more precise question is where it was yesterday. We started as a multi-VM chain, which basically translates to multiple virtual machines deployed on a base layer, which we currently had a EVM and SVM layer 2 built on top of it. So we also had a very fun with our over 400,000 registered users with their wallets, where they enjoyed our airdrop app. And I believe at all-time high we had over $30 million deployed there. We tried to avoid Sybil attacks because we asked them to actually deploy $10 or $20 from over 12 chains along the way. But maybe none of that actually matters if you're not in the AI game. We believe that any company, it doesn't matter if it's a crypto company or not, has to be AI narrative driven. Otherwise, you will just be left behind, like anything else. So the current market, basically, everybody knows it started with OpenAI and everything that we actually could see, classic LLMs that even elderly are using today, like moms and dads. Everybody's talking to it, like the new Google, right? And then we moved to a little bit more specialized ones, like for developers, you have a Cursor. If you have used it, probably most of you have in this room, or maybe Lovable for the front end and Hero UI and some others. So the space is moving rapidly in not only generative stuff, but basically more and more specializations are coming into this space and playing a role where enabling people to have more seamless or frictionless experience that is much more cost effective. So if we move forward, we believe this is the biggest technological step that we had since computer chips. Basically, the input method changed from just chatting from classical chatting that you did to actually prompting. And one of the most important skills that you can have today, if you're in this narrative, is basically if you can become the prompt master, if so. So every product, if you think of it, your refrigerator, your microwave, if it's AI enabled, basically it can through camera see what you have and cook it in the best way it believes it should be. It is like a kind of frightening future, but also an exciting one. And any product that doesn't incorporate this, some other competitor will. So you're going to lose traction if you're not in this. So basically anybody will be part of it either sooner or later. And also the SEO, as we know, search engine optimization is being replaced with generative engine optimization, basically meaning if you have a business and somebody types in what's the best place to eat food, and if you're not on the first list of maybe ChatGPT, then your business is losing customers. So things are changing rapidly. We believe not only that things are changing rapidly, but as we started this presentation with creative blockchain, we believe that creators are the ones that are driving this forward. So what is the most important asset we believe is going to be the asset of the future? It was before as well. We believe the mind of the creator is the most important asset. But the same question remained throughout the years. You can have a great idea, but what about the execution? Everybody has an idea, but how do you execute? Do you have the right partners? Do you have the right funding? Do you have all kinds of different things that are needed or necessary to actually create a proper company, project, DApp, whatever? So we believe in the future, or what we'd like to try to introduce here with Cytonic AI, only the idea eventually will be the most important thing. So how does it look like? Well, what if you can have a tool that will actually enable you to build any DApp on any chain you ever wanted? You just talk to it. There are tools available today, maybe you have tried it and used it, that are tackling this issue in the same way. We believe the companies that are moving forward in this direction will be the companies that will actually come up on top, because it is giving power to the regular user. And we've seen success of that in Web 2, where content creators and basically the creator mind is the most important asset. So Not only that, that's just enabling them to do that, but on a more philosophical level, we're helping people to actually, those that are afraid to jump from the comfortable seat of their office job to become an entrepreneur. It's a very difficult step to do because, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You have kids. How are we going to fund everything? So most of people they never make the jump. But what if you can drive from your office job to your home and in the car talk to an agent, and while you're driving, it actually builds an app for you while you get home, and you just edit it and work on it along the way. We believe that will be one of the ways people will be the next generation of builders. No coders, just vibe coding from your mind. And people have amazing ideas when they are under a shower or when they're driving a car. You know the drill. So this is how the app looks. We believe, classic, simple aesthetics are the way, as we have seen that in Google search or many other LLMs. So basically, if you have used maybe Emergent or any other tool that actually develops, it looks similar in a sense. So you can basically tell it, hey, in this case, build me a tracking app like Dex Screener for new token launches on Cytonic and call it Trocadero. As you can see, it can be very simple or maybe complex, up to you. So this is your classical screen that you maybe have used or seen before. On the left side, you have a chat with your agent, basically describing where you're currently standing, what's the status update. And on the right side, you can see the code being generated in real time. If you're a non-coder, this is kind of cool from the movies. If you're a coder, you can actually see how it actually edits itself, and you can understand what's happening. So I think this is a very important part for most people, where basically you can see the preview and basically tell it, hey, change me this, I want more actions on that button, etc. So we believe this will be used by a majority of people in a way where they will actually create anything they ever wanted, but now they finally have tools. So we tested this ourselves. We are working on this product with one of the top companies at this point. I think we'll announce that soon. We have created at least a couple of projects so far. I'm not going to go into depths of every one of those, but might be cool to mention a few. On the right side, we have infinite runs. Basically, think of it as a pump.fun for games. People can talk to it and create games. So imagine you're trying to raise from a VC, and VC invests in you, and turns out your game doesn't have product market fit. Nobody's actually using it. So you spend a lot of time and a lot of money, yours and maybe of the VC. Here, you can actually maybe launch thousands of games, and then see which ones actually get traction, which ones actually have product market fit. Therefore, you have traction. You can actually pursue your dreams much more easier. On the left side, we have Observer. I think it's a very interesting app. It's a bunch of agents that you can actually pre-select. So we have thousands of agents that have its own background and expertise. Like you can have a lawyer or crypto bro or whatever you actually need, and you give them a certain scenario. So imagine you have your own company which has a certain runway, which has certain problems that you face every day with hiring people, classical stuff everybody faces each day in each industry, not just crypto. You give them that scenario. You select 10 agents, and they think of it. You can monitor real-life conversations, what they are trying to find alternatives for you. And imagine if you simulate that for 1 week or maybe 1 year, and you see what they come up with 1 year of actually thinking just about your project or your company. So we have a booth there. If you want to learn more, we can talk in depth, or just follow us on the announcement channels. So our main question at Cytonic is, can Cytonic Network handle over 1 million deployments if anybody can deploy it as much as they want to? So we had to think about how do we upgrade our network. So we say, hey, Lightwave network is the update that we need to actually make sure this is feasible. So on the architecture side, we have layer 1 on the base layer. We have data availability, and before we had EVM and SVM L2s, and these days we added COSM, WASM, and MoveVM. This is the first batch of layer 2s that we added. Alongside of that, we'll be adding more, but so far we have 4 layer 2s on top of it. So we also upgraded layer 1 with pre-confirmations, upgraded DA layer with partnerships with Celestia and EigenDA, And as I mentioned, the COSM and Move upgrade support was happening just recently. That leads us to the final part, which is basically if you have all the tools, if you have basically easier access to people to create these things, maybe, and also have the infrastructure I just mentioned, maybe the way to actually help people and support them is with Cytonic Matrix, which is basically an incubation platform, or if you want to call it accelerator program. Currently, we have over 11 projects natively deployed through the program itself. And basically, we want to help people when they apply with a couple of things, and that's like leveraging our network. We can invest up to 100K per project and basically introduce us to our VCs. So a year of 2025 is a year where we believe that we're going to have over 1 million deployments. In the year 2026, that's not on the presentation, and I should not maybe mention it today, but we are looking to enable everybody to launch their dApps on any chain, not just Cytonic. So far, let's battle test this out together. So this is your personal invitation. If you want to be part of the future that we are building, you can scan the code and join our waiting list. And I'm more than happy to see what we can build together. Thank you.